Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. We're really looking forward to this matchup. We've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Seminoles will kick it away to start. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. Can't get him to the ground. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's complete. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They'll go right back to it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Offense getting set for first down. Leaves it with the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
To the air, it's Glenn. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Fires and picked off. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Genty. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
A pickup of 8. Second down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Boise State 7, Florida State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Off play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Genty. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Broncos want to move quickly. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. If you go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man. It's Tuafili. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Keeps looking downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Genty. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Florida State.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hard running there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release by the QB. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run it from the gun. He breaks a tackle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. With jet sweep pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
The end of the first half with the score, Boise State 17, Florida State 0.
The Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Tuafili.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He's looking for a man on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Glenn. He fires a bullet to the right. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to pass, it's Glenn. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Hey, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
On 3rd down, going up top. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback extends the play. They stop him short of the marker.
Both by the quarterback.
On downs.
Gain of 2. It's a turnover on downs.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Genty. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Boise State 17, Florida State 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They try to get it outside on the left. Powers through the defender.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The run to the right. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Gaines. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They'll run the screen. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Throwing right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
This guy can throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. Are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop you, and that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Moving out of the pocket. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. After the penalty, they'll snap it on 3rd and 7. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.
Okay, ready?
You know, there's no real reason to panic when you think about it. When does panicking ever really help? But certainly this... Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War Chant is going full throat. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. The give from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
29 Philly. 2-9
Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Tuafili. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Fakes his man out. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State, and you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
End zone. Touchdown Seminoles. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt, lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Fox. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Back to throw, it's Green. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Florida State 7, West Virginia 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Back to the air one more time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, it's Green. Makes the grab on the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's knocked down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To throw, it's Green. Touchdown, West Virginia. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. To the air, it's Green. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's White. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Coming out with it, it's Lucas. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Florida State. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, no, no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. And the ball is picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. They'll give it to the back. They make the tackle after he gets two down to the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass, it's Glenn. Release to the back. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On the double.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down.
Pound 55 weak.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, no! And that one will give him the lead. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Green. Got his man quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Fox. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Looking to go up top on first down. Pulls it in, it's Ray. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
You got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 21, West Virginia 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Trying play action. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Wide receiver shows motion. Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Green. Throws to the tight end. Oh, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go up and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. The Seminoles are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide out in motion. Gonna run it. It's Tuafili. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Now the play fake. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. And the Noles send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
West Virginia offense will take over.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Looking for more room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Noles will put total leather to crank us up. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
From the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Tuafili. Oh, better look out! And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. There's a live football. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time.
As a defense, you just want to steal some possessions.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. 2nd down coming up. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Keeps the legs moving. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
To the air. It's Glenn. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colorado 7, Florida State 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And the point after is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner is stopped. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick pass on the fly motion. Still on his feet at the 25. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
He'll pull it down. Across the 25, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their...
Makes the grab down the left side. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, no! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Oh, man, you've got to love this execution if you're an offensive play caller. watch the QB. He does such a good job buying time, using his eyes. Receiver starts on the right side all the way across the formation. He takes his time, throws a great throw. Receiver makes the catch, does the rest, gets in the end zone for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What is...
Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Ringo, Ringo. 42.
The give on the inside. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll immediately call timeout. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wants to throw, it's Glenn. Got it! Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking, I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds.
The end of the first half. Florida State 17, Colorado 14.
And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the... Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lucas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the back. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Douglas. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to the well. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to sneak it. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They'll throw it on first down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Brings up 2nd down.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in.
Oh, look out! And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
At the 8-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Scanning the field, it's Ewers. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And we saw that there on the incompletion.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Touchdown, Texas! What a catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This should be the last play of the quarter. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 7, Florida State 0.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Moving away from pressure. Holds it in. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Tuafili. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown Seminoles. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Texas offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Gonna let it fly. And he's got it inside the 35. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Lucas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands, and defense better do something different.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Tuafili. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll fire to his right. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now, they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
To the air on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. In 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's going up top. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Glenn. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Going up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback...
And that ball is picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right.
And the quarterback is snowed under. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Looking for a deep man. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He wants to pass it on second down. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Got room at the 35. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Dropping back, it's Ewers. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They take the lead with the 6. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it, and they convert. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. He would just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's lobbed into the air, and that one's going to be picked off.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. but the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas 21, Florida State 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Ewers. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you've got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
They're bringing heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw. Fires left. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking for the score. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Handoff to the lone back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. To the air, it's Glenn. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. It's complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
They keep attacking through the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
Let's go. Now we got ourselves a ball game. This one looked like it was almost over in the 2-minute situation. Get a few first downs, walk out of here with a W. No, sir. Defense forces the turnover. Offense, it's your turn.
A first down for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, no mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
The give and tick, 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 tick. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Back to throw, it's Ewers. He lets it fly. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That play could not have happened at a better time if you're this defense. You're trailing by 1 possession. You need to find a way to steal it, and they get the interception. Here we go. An opportunity now to at least go down and tie the game.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time. Lets it fly. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, no! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Line gets set. First down. Corner's going to give them room. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Trying to find his man on first down. Got a man. It's Golden. And he's brought down after a nice game. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Really trying to make that tempo work here to get a little bit closer for the kicker. Pressure coming. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get the first through the air. Using the quick game. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. First play of the first possession of OT. They go to the ground. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Dropping back, it's Glenn. Slings it downfield. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
Oh, that's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. In this juncture of the game, it's overtime. You're down in the red zone. You know the windows are going to be small. Just got too aggressive with his decision-making. Throws the costly interception. Now the opponent's about to take over, and if they score, they win.
They'll go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. If you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Now 3rd down, and they just don't want to move backwards to give their kicker a chance to win it in OT. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And the Longhorns will have a first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
And